Please, a round of applause for Casey as he comes up and talks a little bit about building decentralized apps.
Thank you. GM. So I would have been given a full workshop, but because of our time, I think let me start by giving updates. Because in the Web3 space, I've noticed that we hide the source of what we use to make money. So as of 2022, 0.5 monthly if you are building. So if you want to learn, they are still doing that. Just follow me. I think my slides should be up. Yeah. So it's a community where you, okay. And also on Learn Web3 DAO, I think was it yesterday I checked, there was a bounty for building one simple application and it was about 400 USD. Only one person submitted. Learn Web3 DAO. Just go there. There are bounties there. And it's very easy. So that is what I usually do. But I was so engaged. And also Build Guild. I'll be talking about Build Guild. It's a community that it brings together developers. Yeah, thank you. Yep. So Build Guild is a community that helps developers come on board. They direct you on what to do, how to go about the journey, and then they place you on a monthly, should I say stipends, because they call it stipends, 0.5 ETH. They call it stipends, but for me it's not stipends, for you. So we know. But I think they made it a little bit difficult for we that have been there. But for people that are joining newly, you get 0.2, 0.5 ETH monthly until probably you stop building or you get a tax you can't do. So that's it. For me, should I say I got a tax I can't do, but currently now they gave me another one that if I'm able to do it, I'll be placed back on 0.5 ETH and probably higher. So I think, okay, let me just keep shilling the community and then I'll give you the link so you could join up and then meet me there. So we make 0.5 ETH together. So Build Guild is, they created this tool called Scaffold It. I don't know if you have heard of Scaffold It too. Scaffold It, yeah, developers in the house. So Scaffold It is it's an application for both back-end developers and then front-end developers. So you get to write your Solidity there, you deploy it there, you write your front-end there, you shield it to Vercel. And currently we have extension, like the hackathon we did, I built an extension for Chainlink, CCIP, Chainlink, VRF, and all the Chainlink features. So you can just clone this extension and then make use of it. It's very simple, understandable, and then build your application from there. So you don't need to go through the hustle of installing this, installing that. So you just have extension. We have that of Optimism and so many other extensions. So this is like a tool. I don't know. Okay. When they bring it up, we'll go through it. So it's just a tool for you to build your application. So, and what they do is that as you keep building on that tool, you get paid. For me, I was just building, I think in a month I can build like 3, 4, 5 apps and then withdraw 0.5 ETH without, like, it gets filled up every month. So they don't need to pay you. You just go there, withdraw it. It's your own. So you just withdraw it as you keep building. So Scaffold It is a go-to application for both you and your back-end developer. So if you're having to participate in a hackathon and probably due to time constraint, not even time constraint, it's a tool you would want to use to build your application. It's so easy. It has made life so stress-free. If you're coming up as a front-end developer and you are finding it hard to install WAGMI, install Hard Hat, install Rainbow UI Kit, On-Chain Kit, all that stuff, see, it's just English. Come to Scaffold It, clone that extension, and then you just build your UI. The smart contract works automatically with it. And then for the back-end developers, we have all made use of something like Remix. So Remix, where you deploy your application and then you have those buttons where you can interact with it, right? But with Scaffold It, you get a predetermined template for you in your front end. And then you can see how your application would look like even before your designer works on it. So it automatically builds that. As soon as you just run some command, probably yarn deploy, you would have your application give you just a nice interface for you to work with. And then your front-end developers don't need to really struggle with the integration. All they need to do is to check the debug page and then work with what you have done. So it's just a simple tool. You have all the EVM compatible chain on it. I'm sorry to those who have sold their soul out, but I'm here to turn you back. If you know, you know. So it's a tool that you would want to use to build your application. We have applications that are currently running on production using Scaffold It. It's just very easy. It makes your life easier as a developer. Yesterday, I think, was it 2 days ago, I started mine and I finished. I did the video and I submitted using Scaffold It. It's very easy. So let me talk about the educational aspect of it. We have Speedrun Ethereum. If you search on your browser, Speedrun Ethereum. So I'm now giving you steps how to make the 0.5 it. So if you want to write it down, that's fine. So we have Speedrun Ethereum. If you search for it on Google, you'd see it. Speedrun Ethereum, it's a place where you get to learn about Scaffold It by completing simple challenges. So these are NFT challenges. You have staking challenges. For those that are into front end, whether back end, you can just go. And then designers, please. If you're also a designer, there's somebody there that is just doing their Figma work and receiving 0.1 it every month. There are multiple designers. So you can also show up and if you want to write for them on their documentation, it's open source. So they get funding and then you get to receive part of this funding. So this is another update for you. So Scaffold It, Speedrun Ethereum is a platform where you go for developers that want to just start. You complete the challenges, you join the Build Guild community, and then you start building your application. Currently, what they're doing is that we have a badge 1, badge 2, badge 3. I think we're on badge 4. When something happened to my account, I think I rechanged my account, so they gave me option to join badge 8. You get to join that platform, and then you build application. As soon as you build, there's a stream for everybody in that badge, as long as you complete those challenges. So you build and then you submit. You now give a reason for withdrawing. If you want to empty it, if your reason is good enough, withdraw the whole 5 it. Is your business. If your reason is based on, okay, you feel, so what they do is that they allow you judge yourself. So on the badge platform, that's Scaffold It. You work there. When you come to submit your project, you judge yourself. Okay, do I deserve 0.5 it? Do I deserve 0.2 it? And then you get to withdraw what you deserve based on what you put. Nobody will hold you accountable. It's just that if they notice you're doing it more often, you're trying to spam the process, they would remove you. So that's it. But it's open. You can join, build, complete those challenges, do all, submit it. As soon as they get approved. I don't know why my slide is not still here, but I hope you are getting the gist. Yeah. So the thing is, just speedrun Ethereum. That's where you start the challenges from there, speedrun Ethereum. And then you complete those things and you join the community and you keep building, Currently, what we are doing is we are running Ethereum node. So you can also join. These are updates I'm all giving out because it's not good to hide it. I'm running a node. So you can join, run a node, you get placed on a monthly stipends, and then you just maintain this machine. You don't know what it's doing, but me, I know what it's doing. So, so you get to maintain these systems, and then you get paid. And you all know now, they pay you something, they will tell you to manage it. But you know you will live big here when they pay you stipends there, and then you are in Nigeria. So that's what Build Guild is doing. And then they educate, they teach you how to do these things, and then you build on it. So if you're looking to build your application using, as long as it's an EVM, not on the other, let's not go there. You can use Scaffold It, build on it, and if you are able to break. So I think my slides are here. So I'll just rush through it, please. Yeah, so Building Decentralized App quickly. We have Scaffold It tool, which is the tool you would use. So let's zoom out now. So let's talk about the community, which was what I was giving you the stories about. So we have Build Guild is on EVM, not for those that have sold their. Let's continue. So we have building, we have education. This is the grant part. So we have grants, we have tooling. So that grant part is where you'll be placed on, you understand. So education, we have speedrun Ethereum. So this is where you come to, and then you get to complete these challenges. So you get to learn about NFT, decentralized app, you get your staking vendor, and then you build all these things. You come back here, you submit them, and you get to the next level. So there are about 5 or 6. You have your decks here, and then you can join the Build Guild. So this is the part where you start, you understand. So these are the checkpoints for building the application. It's very simple. For those who have been into Solidity or front-end developers, it's very easy for you to join, to complete these tasks. It's not difficult. So this is your this is somebody's profile. And for when you join, this is where you get to see the amount you can withdraw, and then you have your withdraw button to take out whatever you want. And that is the profile. So this guy here has completed the first challenge, second, and third. So you can just complete this tree, and then you are into Build Guild, or you can complete the whole, preferably if you want attention, show them you can do all. It will be easy for you to get into that grant. So complete the whole 7 challenges and then submit them here. It would be graded by the system, and then you can continue from there. This is also the YouTube channel if you want to learn about the challenges, about Build Guild, what they do. I think every Friday we were having sessions where you come to shield your application. So like for some of us that were placed on the 0.5 ETH, you get to tell them about what you built for that week, what it does, or if you assisted somebody in building an application. So you get to talk about it. We have a Bowtie Friday, but I think it's no longer in existence. So that's the educational part. Let's look at tooling. So this is Scaffold it tool. So you can go to this platform, you can clone, you can npx create it at latest. You will get the template for building your application. These are the extensions we have. Currently, we just finished the extension hackathon, so it will be updated. We have for Chainlink, we have for Flick. If you want, for those of us that are finding it difficult to deploy our application on Flick, you just need one command. As soon as you clone this application, you just yarn deploy to shield it out to Flick, and then you have your URL. And we have, okay, let's now build our application. So I'll just rush through the slide because there's no time. Yeah, so I'm cloning my application now. These are the commands I get. You get to choose either Hard Hat or Foundry. Next, and yeah, I'm done with cloning my application. And on the first terminal, you run yarn chain. The second terminal, yarn start to start the React application. And then the third terminal, yarn deploy to deploy the smart contract that is there. It's just a template for you to use. So this is the front end you get. So for your application, for your smart contract, as soon as you write your smart contract and then you run yarn deploy, what you get, it will automatically generate this page for you, and then you can interact with it. This is not a front ender's work. It's done by the code itself. So it's generated, and then for those writing the backend, you can be interacting with your application and then have a feel of how the application works. And then your front enders can also come here and look at what you have done without looking into the smart contract, and they know the functions that the smart contract accepts and how it works. So they can easily build the front end without disturbing the developer. So all that issue has been solved. So this is it. We are just testing out. I'll just rush through. We are trying to set the beneficiary, and this is the dark theme for you. It has all been set. So this is Scaffold it, the front page. We are trying to edit the Next.js application. So front enders in the house, this is your tool. You just make use of it the way you make use of your traditional Next.js application. And then this is how we make use of it. This is our contract now. We are trying to add set beneficiary on the smart contract. Let's look at what we have next. And then the front end now, we are trying to make use of it. We use scaffold read contract, which is the same thing as use read contract on WAGMI. So it's just they added some things to it. And then you have your front end. You can just edit this, and then this is what you have. Initially, this was not there, but just writing some few codes, you have this. And then you can add some stuff there, and this is what you get. This is the front end. So let me skip down to deploying our application. Yes, I think so. That is it. Yarn deploy dash network Gnosis. That is all. Your application will be deployed to Gnosis chain. If you want to deploy it to Base, you just change it to Base. If you remember, we did not do any configuration for Base, Gnosis chain, Optimism. It's already done for you. So you just specify the chain you want, and then it's deployed there. You have your deployed application on chain. It's as simple as that. And then the front end, we can configure our front end. If you notice, we did not install any WAGMI, all that stuff. It has all been done for you. You configure the chain you want your application to work with, and it works with it. So that's Gnosis chain. And then our application is now on Gnosis chain. We can now deploy our application. Okay, we are just testing it out. I'll skip that. So we are deploying our application, the front end now to Vercel. I think my time is up. So that is building. So for the, let's look at the grants now. Yeah. So this is where 0.5 ETH and more comes in. So they are also sponsoring, if you know Solidity by example, they are also sponsoring. So he's also getting his own 0.5, but his own is way higher, maybe like 5 ETH. So these are some of the grants. You would have probably seen my name, but the screenshot is not there. I've spent the money, oh, please. So, this, yes, I'm done. So, so this is Build Guild. Please, you can go online and just search for Build Guild or Scaffold It or Speedrun Ethereum, and then join us, and we'll work from there. And or let's see more. There are Nigerians there too, so let's all communicate and then.
Amazing. A round of applause for Casey, please.